All right, guys. All right. Gotta click the got it on the screen, right? All right,
And
guys.
we are recording Mastermind Sunday. Um, okay.
All right. So let's just all take a breath and just begin to bring our awareness back to ourselves. We have so much love and gratitude, so much love to share with the world. And that love flows better when we're relaxed. And that love becomes exponential when we intentionally come together and relax and join together in the quantum realm, which we do here every Sunday. So let's begin to relax. Just check in with your body. Just notice if you're storing any tension in your neck or your shoulders. And maybe just close your eyes and let your eyelids be heavy and move your head around until you find that perfect space where it's effortless to hold your head on your neck, above your neck. And let's just take one very slow as feels comfortable for you, breath. And when you've filled your lungs, just let it go. We're going to do that a few more times with maybe the intention of slowing the inhalation down and making it a little bit more deep and a little bit more expansive. So at your own pace, begin to fill your lungs. Maybe fill your belly first, then the bottom of your ribs, and the middle, and the chest, and at the top. And when you think you've taken all you can, take one more little sip, and then just let it all go. And let's do that one more time. As we control our breath, it's our language to the nervous system that everything is good, that our environment is safe and warm. And this is a really good time for the body to relax. As the body relaxes, the mind relaxes. And as the mind relaxes, the body relaxes. So just allow your legs from your knees down to your feet. Allow your legs to be heavy. Just release the calf muscles. Relax your feet. Relax the arches of your feet. Relax your toes, the top of your foot, and draw that relaxation up the front of your shin. Relax your right knee and your left knee. And just imagine little circles of light traveling around inside your knee, increasing the healthy fluids that belong in the knee, mending, healing, knitting any bone, ligament, cartilage. And just allow the weight of the front of your legs, the big muscles on the front of your thighs, to fall through the back of the thighs. And just notice how your hips begin to relax when you think about relaxing your big hamstring muscles. Allow the weight of your hips to weigh heavy. Just let your stomach muscles go. Relax your lower abdomen. Relax your sacrum and your pelvis. And just imagine, see, or feel relaxing all of your organs. And as the muscles and the organs relax, just imagine that they shift into their favorite spot, free from the external force of our stomach muscles or gravity. And they move into that spot where they're optimally functioning. Relax your ribs and your solar plexus. Relax your right lung and your left lung. Just imagine beautiful golden white light filling your lungs, illuminating the frequency of health, beautiful dynamic health, not only in your lungs, but into the blood cells that get carried through the lungs, through the heart, out to the body. And now little photons of light begin to flood the body because they're in every blood cell. And as that happens, if we would be looking from above, we would notice that we are a being of light. Allow the light to warm you, to soothe you, and just be with the light. You are the light. Just notice how the light illuminates in the brain, down the spinal cord, through the nervous system. Soothing our nervous system and protecting it from any incoming drama or intentional fear that may come our way. Just know that from now on, we're buffered from that. And instead of taking a nervous hit, we take a deep, cleansing, life-giving breath. And just imagine the light beginning to radiate out from within us. Beams of light travel out. And it's as if we are the center of a magnificent star. And just imagine our select beams of light linking with each other, linking in a way that's perfect, that creates for each of us the perfect sacred geometric shape that enlivens us, that activates us, and that carries the codes to our higher consciousness. And just imagine, see, or feel beams of light going out around the universe, through the quantum realm, and importantly for today, around the earth. Maybe it's a blanket that you see. Maybe it's a network or a net of light. Whatever it is, just see it moving into place now. It is the blanket of highest love, the network of loving light. And in a few moments, we'll each intend for radiant, luminous, beautiful, compelling bubbles of light to flow out around the world. And for each person, each creature, each entity that chooses one, may it lift them to their higher consciousness for their good and the good of all. So in 3, we're going to release bubbles of light. Getting ready now, 3, 2, and 1. Release the bubbles of light. Just see them in the ways that bring you joy. Such gratitude to be a part of assisting humanity, to assist all of the creatures, all of the beings on the earth. And because there is no time in the quantum realm, the bubbles will remain for those who didn't have eyes to see them at this moment, and they can choose it later. But just imagine the peace. Imagine wild animals coming to live among us. And without saying a word or making a noise, we communicate with them telepathically. Imagine that kind of love, that kind of light. And that love and honoring flows out to Mother Gaia. Loving her as much as she loves us. And just be with the love. In a few moments, we'll hear Augie's voice that will take us even further with our generative, loving mastermind.
Stay in this peace of mind. It is comfortable here. It feels good. Maintain the wonderful feeling of being in this bubble of light. It is all around you, in you and through you. You are part of this light. Feel the love inside this bubble of light. While your eyes are closed, visualize in your mind's eye the light around you. You know you are in this bubble of light. You know it is here now. And you know you are in it always, even when you do not think about it. This bubble of light will give you peace, give you an accelerated feeling of love for yourself, for everything and everybody around you. You are love. Everything you think, do, see, and experience will take on this vibration of love that comes from you inside this bubble of light. The love will travel with your thoughts, your actions, and your visualized images. And have a positive, loving effect, even at a distance. That is what sending love and light to someone is all about, and you can do this. Feel the peace of the world that you want to see and experience within you. You feel calm, you feel peaceful, you feel the love, and everything is perfect the way it should be. Now visualize this peace and this love extending to everything and everyone around you across the world. In your mind's eye, travel outside through the street, see people smiling, shaking hands, and are perfectly healthy. They are in their natural self without any cover of any kind. Know the people around you and across the world recover and are healthy. There is a way to recover, and this will become the solution for the world. This is the solution for the world. You are totally convinced the whole world would recover from the calamity that was. Everything will be good. Because in your world, you create around you and you create the recovery, the good health, the peace, the prosperity, the happiness and love in the minds of the people around you. There is harmony among people of different ideology. they find common grounds. There is peace everywhere. Even in the eyes of conflict, there will come peace. Even in the eyes of the seemingly happenings of war, there will be peace. Conflict will no longer be allowed. There will be peace. There is peace among people in America. There is peace among people in Europe. There is peace among people in Australia. There is peace among people in the Far East. The world is raising its consciousness to understand the importance and love that will come from peace. Peace is married to freedom. Freedom of choice, freedom of thought, freedom in your own being to make your own reality within you and around you. Now dwell on the word of peace for the next minute or so. There is peace everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. Conflict is not allowed. There is peace and love everywhere in the world. So what we have envisioned, what we have thought, what we have intended will be. It is done. Nori, bring us home.
Just enjoy yourself here, a few more breaths. And in a little while, I'll invite all of us back to the consciousness of the room. When we come back, we'll be refreshed, relaxed, rejuvenated. So just begin to deepen your breath. 1, begin feeling back into your feet and your legs, maybe moving your toes, coming back, overflowing with love and gratitude. 2, feeling into your hips, your stomach. 3, feeling into your chest, shoulders, and arms. 4, feeling into your neck, gently moving your head. And 5, fluttering your eyes. Welcome back, everybody. Everybody back.
Oh, that felt good.
Deep in my heart.
Thank you. Thank you. That was nice.
Beautiful.
Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still, I am sure that the answer is going to come somehow. This is a question that's been haunting me for 50 years. How do we end living in a modern day dark age? Well, in the last 6 years, we have evolved to all those questions are here and are made to happen. So the good is coming over evil like it ain't never before.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Terry, if I can just interject, everything is always perfect. It always is. It's just that we're raising our vibration, our consciousness to even greater and greater and greater good. And so it's just the condition and state of life of where you're at now. It's a choosing of our own will. And the whole reason we're doing the mastermind is so that we could see greater perfection, greater light, greater love, greater joy.
So in the words of Ali, we can be perfecter and perfecter every day.
There's nothing perfect about the rulers of the world. Okay. They had a walk in the park on our watch. And it's our responsibility. And it's all of our will and fortitude is the driving force in the uprising and movement the world is in right now.
Yeah.
We want to do is get on the timeline that leads to perfection.
Yeah. Yeah, it is important that we maintain this timeline that we have created. If we start deviating and making different strange decisions, going into the dark side and exploring this and that and participating in it, we could switch. And that's why I don't want to. People send me videos. I'll probably get 30 of them a day. And I hardly ever look at any of them because a lot of them is about the crap that is going on. And right now I am buried in this timeline because this is really critical times.
Agi, again, like for me, what I see, and I'm just sharing it with everybody. If you truly have love in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, it's really that simple. There is no negativity. There is no judgment. There is no conditions of negativity, because either you're going to understand that there's love and light in the world, and whatever that comes out, whatever that plays out, if you truly listen to your heart and follow your heart and the conditions of it, you'll be taken to another timeline, another place, another world, because it's speaking from your higher self, from your heart. If we say that the world isn't perfect, then we've already created and brought negativity into our life. Because you have to understand, everybody that drives, everybody that negative happens, is because this is a learning place for all of us. We need to have negativity and darkness in order for us to become better, in order for us to grow. This is what everybody knows. But if we put a judgment on the condition and say, oh, F this is messed up world, this is horrible, all we're doing is we're cutting ourselves off for the greater light, for the greater love, for the greater essence of all that we are. And everybody knows this. So when you say this is a place of perfection and it's just going to get better, we're just raising the vibration rather than people having to experience negativity or whatever it is. We can raise that vibration to better, but you can't do it by saying this is messed up. This world is so screwed up. This is not a perfect world. I'm trying to put a point here that when I say everything is perfect, again, I'm stating the fact that everything works out the way it is. And we're gods. We're an image of God. So if we want something to improve, we have to look within ourselves to bring that light and love and raise it. Like Terry made a point a while ago, and it kind of resonated with me. He made a statement about the government and said how dishonest the government, how you can't trust the government, how you can do this, but well, how can you better the government if you have a negativity that's like a sitting elephant in front of you? You raise it by loving it unconditionally, by saying the government is, whether you agree with it or not, it's just, it's perfect, it's wonderful, it's lovely, and it's only gonna get better. It's gonna get better to the point. I know there are things that aren't perfect. I know there are conditions that I'm seeing that aren't running right. But you know what? I'm just going to focus on the positive, on the light, on the love. When you have one belief system that's negative, when you have one thing that's not really of the highest essence, it brings everything down. It is the burden that sits that you cannot. And Augie, I love you to death. The minute you brought up the condition that, you know,
Let's
that
go.
I'll say it on another time.
No, that's fine. But what I want to ducktail on you before we take a little break, and that is that what you're saying is correct. There is nothing wrong or incorrect in what you were saying. It's just that for many of us, we are not there yet where we can control our mind and keep that in our mind all the time. That's why we have to guard our mind, or at least me. For some of the negative effects that is on the outside will affect my mind and what I'm thinking and bring the vibration down. See, I am not that perfect yet. That's my challenge.
And I like that you're bringing that up, Augie, because I was thinking, I used to get so spun up, off balance, spun up about the children, right? About the children, right? And children is a word that gets everybody triggered. And I had a dream, and it wasn't a dream. It was like I went somewhere. I was somewhere in a foreign country, and I was climbing upstairs in this building. And when I got to the top room, it was a room filled with these little dark-haired children sitting on little kid chairs. And I heard them coming, like military or whoever it was. And I was looking at the kids going, come on, we've got to get you out of here. And this little girl with huge brown eyes said to me, no, we are here for a reason. It's okay. You go. And with that, it eased my heart. But the important thing to remember is when Terry asks a question, that question may bring him the answer that bridges the gap for him so that he moves into that place of peace, right? That place of where the dream brought me. So we need to be free to always ask those questions, right? Because it's those asking those questions that make us climb higher in our consciousness.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nori, my whole entire body is shaking with what you said about that child or that children.
It was
It
crazy.
resonates so, I cannot tell you how much it resonates. And I don't mean to be, I have to speak my truth. And again, even in my timeline, I know this sounds strange, but those children that are harmed, these things that are negative, I'm telling you, and I wish I could explain it. It's not in my timeline. It's not in my existence. I wish I could,
Right.
I wish
Yeah.
I could prove it to you. I wish there's something I can do. I've been asking God over, I'm literally, I am here, but I'm also in another area. And again, it has a lot to do with what you put yourself out there, what you see. And God forbid, I don't want to be negative with Jasera, Nasera. I don't want to be negative with the military that's out there that's doing these things. I'm not. But I rather than what I see sometimes, I go within and I just hear with my heart only, and with my mind just being, and I see things and I feel things, and God has so much more to give us, so much more light, so much more love. And again, sometimes just with our conditions and our thinking and our mindset, we could choose whatever we choose, and it's always going to be good. But there's even greater things that we can move to. But again, it's the mind of the limitations that sometimes we have. Anyways, I don't want to keep, but there's so much joy. This is that time where we can focus on one thing, and like I said, because I'm here, I don't see billions of people dying because of the vaccine. Even those who chose to take these vaccines, because I'm here, I made a contract with God to raise the vibration of humanity. I don't know how that's going to be played out, but it always seems like a lot of their plans that's negative, it doesn't come to fruition. It just becomes lighter and lighter and lighter and joy. And so a lot of these vaccines, they might not even be harmful to humanity. They might not even be as effective as people say. But the problem with it is that people keep reiterating some of these things, and I just keep raising the vibration that it's a choice. It's always been a choice. And there are going to be a lot more people who are going to learn from these. Anyway,
And
thank you.
yeah, and then right after that dream, I don't know if it was Cryon or if it was Matt Kahn who was talking about the children. Now, if we think about the children as beings of light, right, they don't go through the horror that we think they go through. But Matt Kahn, I think it was Matt Kahn, said those children come to help us heal more deeply. And we heal when we believe, right, that we're not just this body. We are light that just keeps going on and on and on again. We are love in action. So I'm going to go get coffee. How about you
Yeah,
guys?
let's take a 3-minute break. I can see the bottom of my cup too, so that's no
Oh,
good.
God forbid.
Okay, when we come back, this is John. When we come back, may I have the floor for a couple minutes? I want to explain this meditation diagram
Cool.
that I got.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Okay.
And stop the recording.